Hello everybody and welcome to the Genshin Impact livestream. How are you doing on this wonderful Saturday? I hope you're all having a great day. I'll be coming a better soon to my livestream. Okay, another Genshin livestream. The fourth? No, the third since the Stygian came out. Maybe we'll have time for some dire bosses today. I think I want to tackle the crab first. Seems like it should be very doable with my new Villet, but also seems to be quite tricky. And he's like getting the AoE right and stuff. Also, originally, I intended to play Flincy enough on the middle boss because it's the like electrocharge shield. But I've seen a fall damage clear on that boss. I can see how like annoying that would be to set up. Because if I could do that, then I could play Flins on top. And that'd actually be quite huge. Because that means I would not be like burdened by having to learn to play my Nefer properly. Which would be quite welcome actually. Okay, let's first do some dailies. I love just walking Columbina. I love just watching Columbina walk. Walking Columbina watch. Okay, let's do my dailies. So J, and then I have so many quests. 4 quests right here. Crazy. Hello, daily hero.
雨宿りしながら雨が大地を洗い流す音を聞いてると家にいるみたいに安心できるの。
Oh no, I talked to wrong NPC. Sometimes she gives you quests, daily quests from here, but this time it's the guy. It's like the same thing anyways. Why do you have to talk to a different NPC? There are monsters on the road. And you're having a thunderstorm. Intriguing. Doesn't happen all that often. Especially because in some nations they can't happen at all. Oh yeah, now that I'm here I will collect some silk flowers. Why not? I guess the reason not to would be because my team is fairly slow. But I feel like Columbina walks like faster than the average medium-sized female character. Might just be because the animation is different and it like feels different, but it doesn't really matter how quickly she is actually moving, it matters how good it feels, right? So even if I'm just like walking slowly but it feels good to move around with her, that's like perfect. Because I'm in no rush actually. I do like sometimes just, you know, walking slowly through Genshin, admiring the sights, watching slimes bloom themselves to death. I mean, they're immune to dendro damage, but they do seem to be kinda struggling over there. Can't lie. Let's ease their suffering. Not try characters during the rain? Absolute menace. Infinite Hydra. Oh, I'm surprised this guy survived one hit. Only one though. Oh, it's no longer raining. Too bad. Gotta grab loaches for the eventual use they will add to them one day. They will add like a Loach King character who needs Loach pairs for Ascension. Yeah, I might need to plant water-based seeds today as well. Oh no, my seeds are not yet awaiting a harvest, but they might be like in an hour or two. Man, too bad Columbina cannot walk on water. They really like stopped doing exploration abilities, like movement mechanics after we were done with Natlan.
生きて
運命の変わり目
Your teapot looks like a junkyard. And always do at the beginning. Hopefully you will find some time to fix it eventually. I do really like the 2 islands I actually built on my teapot. Because two islands are just like, you know, just a couple items thrown around. And 2 islands I have actual builds. I really like them. We're gonna get a new teapot island next patch. Could be a good time to start making some real builds. We're gonna get the not cry teapot. Oh. I was too quiet again. I will be reinstalling Windows tomorrow. I'll be moving on from Windows 10 to 11, and I will just do like a clean install on a different drive as well. So maybe it will fix some of my issues. It will definitely introduce way more though. I wonder if I will be able to get my multi-streaming working on the, like the new system. I hope so, but we'll see. I did copy all my like OBS settings. My title says Honkai. Must have forgotten to change the category. Although I did change the title. So that was quite a miss. Thank you for noticing. I think I have all the furniture in the game, although I might be missing some. All the like that you can get in the world. I know that there are some furniture items from like the BP or from IRL collabs that I have missed out on. Yeah, I mean it's from yesterday. I have to like change it manually every day on Twitch. And it looks like I forgot. I'm not gonna mind these crystals, too much jumping. If there are magical crystals here, sure, but yeah. Your house already looks like new, I don't need your teapot to look like your house. There are some quite lovely themes. My favorite one is probably still Inazuma. The Inazuma teapot is just so peak, but all of them look cool. Okay. The cherry blossoms, for me it's the sun. The sun and at night the moon. Wait, I will claim my daily commission rewards and I can like show you. Hello XA. And also the water. It's like the one place in the game with unique looking water. So let's move out somewhere where we can actually see better. Where are you, little sun? But yeah, the water looks absolutely lovely, as you can see with like the waves. Oh yeah, and here is the sun, man. Like, look at that. And this was my favorite teapot. And then at night, if we wait like 12-ish hours, the sun will go down very quickly. And then like, yeah, that is this purple hue, that's lovely, and then there is the moon over there. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, this is one of the islands where I haven't really built much. I had an idea, but I never actually realized it properly. I wanted to make this look like Kakariko Village from Zelda. I looked at like different iterations of Kakariko Village because it's like a recurring location. But mostly the Breath of the Wild one. And yeah, I never really finished it. I couldn't get it to look nicely in game. During Friendship Max, very nice. Now it's just Yahoda and Columbina, just in time for Zibai and Iluga to get added. Right, we'll have Zibai, Iluga, Columbina, Yahoda as our friendship team. Let's make more lanterns because they look pretty nice. And we get a refund from Yoimiya. Double check that we definitely bought the transient resin. Or more like quadruple check because I'm pretty sure I already checked this multiple times. And yet Durin has been maxed. I mean, I already said that. Okay, let's go over to Liyue and spend all my resin. 180 resin and 3 fragiles. Or 3 condensed rather. Hello, Seed. We gotta get something nice this time, come on. I mean, Iluga is just a Zibai slave. He does nothing else. His kit is written in such a way that he can only ever be useful as a Zibai support. So if you are looking forward to pulling Zibai, you can play Iluga with her. But he's only really best in slot at C6. Before C6 he's not even the best option. And for anything else he's useless. No matter what you try to cook up, even teams with like Columbina and then like another Geo carry. No. It just doesn't work. Oh, the icons are small again. The elemental icons here, they sometimes get squished. I think it's only in hard mode? Actually no, it's in menacing as well. In dire as well actually. Yeah, it's everywhere. Squished icons. Chlorine and Chiori story quest. Oh, Chlorine's story quest was amazing. The D&D session. I like Chiori quite a bit as well, but mostly because I just like Chiori. And Layla's hangout. Layla's hangout. What was that about? Oh yeah, like the rumors about the ferry. And then turned out it was Layla all along. It was like fine. Not very memorable though. But yeah, Chlorine's quest is one of the it's one of the best quests in the entire game. Without a doubt. We have Shiguin and Emily's left. They're pretty cool quests as well. I feel like Emily's quest is better than you would expect. There is some nice intrigue over there. What happened here? What was that, like Electro? And Shiguin? I mean, I do remember what it's about. I'm just trying to like how they rate it. I like Shiguin, so I like the quest as well. The Zibai looks so similar to Ningguang? Not really. Like, she has white hair and is from Liyue. Other than that, I wouldn't really say they are all that similar. Columbina piece? Could be okay. Another attack hat. I don't need those. I didn't actually swear Electro because I was too far away from him. So I didn't even one-shot him with this E. He's not like despawning properly. He just like fell over and disappeared. I should use my regular resin first, because I have too much of it. I feel uneasy when I have so much resin. And the face doesn't really look similar to me. Yeah, I need to be slightly bit closer. Oh, that was a nice quick clear, because he dashed into me. Okay, this is something. I don't love it, but it's okay. It is double crit 4-liner. Crit damage without any substats. Oh, but it's actually Obeyed. That's even worse, actually. I thought it's Windborn. Oh yeah, I need to be checking instructors as well, man. Vortex so good on Fleens? What is his eyes? I guess it kinda like creates some nice contrast as well to his mostly dark outfit. Yeah, on Obed it's even worse, I feel like, because Inefa likes so many stats. And same for Chlorine. Oh yeah, I no longer have my Stygian skins. Because Stygian got reset. Wait, why did I deal so little damage here? Defense Goblet. Not quite what we want. Not on a set that gives 43% attack. Yeah, no. I feel like part of the reason why I'm generating energy slower sometimes is because I don't actually apply Hydra to him, so I don't get reactions. I think I actually should be dashing towards him. Okay, this is like something. It is a 4-liner with very good stats. He doesn't have the best Hydra application. Hydra application is very good. Incredibly consistent. Good AoE as well. She's already OP enough. We don't need her to have Shingcho level application as well. But yeah, it's already definitely way more than good enough. Once again, I forgot to check instructors. It's not that big of a deal if I miss out on some instructors, but yeah, getting a nice instructor set can be nice. Yeah, 9-second clear this way when I actually dash towards him. Way better when I apply Hydro than when I don't. Pyro damage bonus. Okay, and it's got like 2 good stats and 1 semi-good stat. For an onset, for Klee, this is like okay. Not amazing, but we already have a lot of crit rate, so maybe not having crit rate can even be okay. Cope? We just need to lure into the good stats. That's the challenge now. I pressed the burst a bit late. Here's the new set on Mona. If you use her as a main DPS, sure. But main DPS Mona before C6 Not really all too great. Even after C6, probably. More trouble than it's worth, unless you are a big mana fan. Then you could look into it. Nah, for a feather like this, a goblet like this, I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. A feather like this, nah, screw that. I won't ideally actually get a good piece. Oh, yeah, we get the Durin name card. Absolutely lovely. Some of the exclamation marks on like various parts of the menu in Genshin bother me a bit less than in other Hoyo games. I mean, I will still try to like clear them, but you know, I had this exclamation mark since I went to my teapot to get extra friendship for Durin, and I only noticed now after exiting Stygian. So like, it's been there, I didn't even notice. In Zenless I always notice them, and they are very hard to clear sometimes, and annoys me a lot. But in Genshin I'm kinda like, I will click them, but they don't jump out to me. Can I 50 PD on the weapon banner? 2 pulls in the bank. Should you save for a multi or just keep doing singles till you get the weapon? Because the Fortas suck. Yeah, they do. I don't like doing singles. Singles kinda are like depressing. Because spend all your Primogems and you get nothing. It's better to just not pull in the first place if you only wanted to do singles. Like if you were at like 55 PT or 56 PT, then you could possibly get the 5-star like midway through the 10 pull, and then another 4-star which you would want to avoid. But the soft PT on the weapon banner is like 63 or 62, so you're not gonna get anything before soft PT anyways. Might as well do a 10 pull now. Oh, wait! Speaking of standard banner. Tinari C6. Actually a pretty good constellation. I wanted to pull his Sig on the last Sumeru Chronicled, but I didn't really have the money for that. So unfortunately he will just have to play like Skyward or something. Windroom isn't even that bad. But yeah, Tinari Sig is a pretty solid upgrade. I have even crowned his normal attack in the past. For a Stygian-like event we had. 54 to 197. He does get plus 15 crit rate from C1. I might have stolen some of his pieces, I don't remember anymore what the build was supposed to be. We got 69 crit rate now with the 15% bonus, nice. But yeah, it's possible that I wanted to play like the 12 crit rate one, and he will get it back, because he can get this back because Klee will change sets. Oh, that's a nice goblet. Oh yeah, the EMs on Klee are definitely way better. Actually, no, those are attack suns. I might prefer attack suns anyways with a high base attack weapon. Yeah, this would be better. Even this would be better, no? Possibly? I need to optimize my Tinari. He can be pretty complicated with the spreads and whatever going around. Yeah. Nah, Amos Bow is just a bad weapon. Oh, hello. Also, it only gives you attack, and Tinari doesn't really like attack all that much. Because a bunch of his damage comes from spread, which scales with his crit and damage bonus and EM, but not attack. Wait, so where was I? Oh yeah, let's check out some of the pieces I got. I guess that's what I wanted to do. I would prioritize, because you probably heard me talk about why I like picking characters before you get the C6 naturally. Unless you haven't heard and I can explain it again. But yeah, I would prioritize the C6 mana. In general, I would prioritize getting standard characters to C6 if they are like close to C6 but not there yet. That way you can save some pools. So if you've got like some C5 or C4 standard characters, I would prioritize getting those. Okay, this is like possibly okay. But let's see how it rolls. Okay, crit damage. Rolled pretty high as well. Crit rate? 3.5. ER? Not exactly what I wanted to see, but it's fine. It's not the flat attack, and that's what matters. But yeah, the crits rolled relatively high. On average. Okay, we rolled once each. Yeah, okay, this piece is kinda bad. Yeah. The ER is not really needed all that much for any Hexray characters. Maybe for like Mona. But like, am I gonna play Mona? I'm not gonna play Mona. With Klee, I already have Klee, and then Varka is coming soon. I will not play Mona DPS. I already have enough teams for like to put Durin in. Yeah, all these copers. I don't even have a single like 4-liner with single crit among all of these pieces. Okay. Now the feathers. I already had a couple. Man, this is so cope. Why did I even save this? Do they even want to level this up? Not really. It's kind of like the piece I have right now, but it's a 3-liner instead of 4. And the AR isn't even terrible on my current piece. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna bother. Suns, we got like nothing. I could check these attack suns. They kinda have all the good stats except for crit rate. I could check this out. And then this is the same but with crit rate. So I guess if I check this out, I have to check this out as well. They are like the same piece. Even both high rolled crit and then high rolled EM. And they have the same ER roll as well. This one doesn't have ER. So this one doesn't get a pass. I'll check the crit damage one first, because the set already gives 20 crit rate. Okay. This is pretty low. Pretty low for roll, but that's okay. It's a crit damage roll. We take those. Okay. Once again, 5.4, the lowest possible roll. But it's crit damage. EM is fine, also it's a high roll. If I ever wanted to play Vape Durin. I'm kinda running out of EXP. But I should be able to get some from my monster artifacts. Okay, this is like playable. Of course it's way worse than these suns. I lose out on 3 crit rate rolls to get 2 EM rolls and 2 ER rolls. It's not even actually... No, I get 1 EM roll. I get 1 EM roll and 2 ER rolls, and I lose 2 crit rate rolls. It's not the worst trade deal ever. And it's an onset. Way better than this Cooper. I'm gonna just throw this out. Actually, it's the same number of crit rolls. Maybe I don't throw this out. But defense is so bad. Okay, let's see this one. If it rolls flat HP, I like insta throw it. Because then we'll know it won't be better than its brother. High roll EM as well. Are they both gonna roll the same? 3.5 crit rate. That's already looking a bit better. Because my crit damage rolls were pretty low on the other one. 5 times bonus. And it's a throw. I will take a 5 times bonus though. 3 EXP. Didn't I get a Pyro Goblet? Wait, was it on the other set? Oh no, it's here. Oh, okay. I was afraid for a sec that my Pyro Goblet was on a different set. It just lowered down because I filtered attack first and not Pyro damage. Let's just throw a fat piece into this. Anything but defense percent is fine. If you could roll only crit damage would be lovely. Yikes. I'm not even gonna get this to plus 20. Pyro is better than attack? I do have C2 Durin, which gives 50% damage bonus. But I also have C1, which gives like a flat buff, which is kind of like an attack buff. But I guess you always play Bennett, you always get Pyro res. But yeah, C2 Durin might make it so that attack is better. Because it's 50% damage bonus, quite a lot of it. Also wait, what are Varkakons? When Varka switches to Solar Charge, he will obtain additional use of the special metal skill. Additionally, after switching to Solar Charge, he will gain the lyrical libation effect. Oh, so many keywords. When using the special elemental skill for Wind's Ascension, performing special charge attack Azure Devour, Varka consumes effect to 200% of the original damage dealt. And this is like a base damage multiplier. And this is an extra hit as well. And then C4 is 20% damage bonus. Why are C4 so bad, man? So like I'm never gonna play this, right? I'll just play an offset goblet. But that means I need to play an onset hat for Klee. If this high rolls crit damage, if it high rolls crit damage right now, is it like playable? Maybe? Let's see if this can roll 4 times crit rate. I don't even have EXP to see. Okay, I'm not gonna bother, man. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not that bad. Because like the only way to make it better is to have attack percent as well. And we already have so much attack from the set and from Bennett and from Pyro Resonance. Although with my Klee I don't really play Bennett. Because C6 Chevrus is probably better than Bennett. Yeah. Let's check if I got... Wait, did I get like anything on the... on this set? I do have some flowers that I locked. Wait, this piece is actually quite lovely. Double crit, double ER, and then we have EM as well? Might even be better, like if this rolls 5 times crit, is it even better? Probably by a bit. Because it's a 4-liner. This is quite lovely as well. Yeah, these are all 4-liners. I do love myself some 4-liners. Okay, 6.2. Pretty low. But it was a crit damage roll. Do I give it like one roll of like leeway? Or do we just throw this? Because there are so many good stats we could have here. Attack percent, ER, EM, and it has none of them. Like at this point I would rather play this. Now that it's like it kinda lost the advantage of being a 4-liner, because it rolled a flat attack. So it's kind of like a 3-liner now, with double crit. And nothing else. I would not save a 3-liner with double crit. I guess I already know it rolled crit once, like rolled crit damage once, so it's like a bit of an advantage. Over like, you know, a piece that just has double crit. And that's it. Yeah, a piece like that. Which I just said I wouldn't save, but my feathers are worse than my flowers. So also we gotta keep that in mind. How good are the pieces I can play? The alternatives. Do I try this one? If it rolls ER and crit damage, it can actually be fine. I don't know, man. I just don't feel this. I am not feeling it at all. Yeah, okay. Nothing amazing. Let's go farm artifacts. The 1-stars. The 1-star variety. And then I can try doing some dire, and then I can maybe try exploring a bit. In 6 days, we get enough 3 more jumps to lose your 50-50. Good luck. I am constantly being tempted by the weapon banner or even the character banner. Whoa, holy lag. Oop. Easy there, Varesa. I did not want you to run at all. But I must resist. I must resist until the Zibai banner. Oops, I tapped and didn't hold my skill. That was quite a tragedy. What am I doing? Actually, the only reason why I would pull for more Columbinas is to have an easier time in this Stygian. But like, even if I were to fail clearing Dire, it's not a big deal anyways. If I cleared every Dire since the mode came out, I would maybe feel more strongly about trying to keep a perfect Dire streak, but I didn't. I missed out on the first and third Dire clears. If I recall correctly, because I refused to learn the Mavuika, the proper Mavuika combos, until like 4 Dires in or something. And I finally did learn the Mavuika combos and cleared with Mavuika. But that's like probably a good thing, that I was stubborn at the start. Because now I don't feel the pressure of trying to have a perfect Stygian record. So I don't have to pull stuff that I wouldn't have pulled if not for Dire attempts. Yeah, I did see Stunlock Mavuika. I remember people trying to do this last time, but I haven't seen anybody succeed in like 100% stunlocking the guy from beginning to end. All I saw was just like a delayed shield phase. So I didn't know that was possible until I saw people actually doing perma stunlocks in this Stygian. Also, I think somebody sent, was it you? The like fall damage clear on the middle boss. I could try, because that would free up my Columbina for my Columbina already is gonna go top, but would free up my Prince and Inefa to go top. And I wouldn't have to play Nefer again, which would be lovely. Just clear every Dire since Never came out without using Nefer once, even though they're trying to shield Nefer every patch. Yeah, it looks super tight to get the positioning right on everything. Especially because like fall damage strats like this are always finicky, and this one looks especially finicky. But I might try a bit. I will first clear the Emperor of Fire and Iron though, because on that boss I'm gonna use Nuvillet either way, whether I succeed on the fall damage strats or not. So I'll just clear the Emperor first, and then I will try the fall damage. If I fail, then I will clear the Shield Fatui guy with Flins, and I'll probably wait until he's by for the top boss. Not sure though. Or maybe I'll try with Nefer a bit. My Nefer is C0R0. I have an R1 4-star weapon on her. So my Nefer is kinda like, you know, under-invested compared to most Nefers that would be clearing this. And then Nefer cancels are pretty tight. Of course I do have Lauma. I have every character. You're the only one Laumaless, yes. I mean, I just pull everybody. If I was more skimpy with my pulls, if I actually skipped characters now and then, I probably would have skipped Lauma actually. Ah, maybe not. Lauma's like decent. I mean, when it comes to the meta, she's like pretty broken. Lauma was almost as close as it gets to a must pull when it comes to meta. Even before Never came out, just for like Bloom. But like as a character, she's kind of like, she's fine. If she was less fan service, I would like her more. I feel like they kind of overdid on Lauma. But it's fine for such characters to come out now and then. It's only annoying when every character becomes like this. So I'm fine with Lauma being like this, it just, you know, loses some appeal for me. So where was I? I would probably be on the fence whether to pull her or not. If I was more free to play in Genshin. I mean, you either are free to play or you aren't. One character? Probably still the most valuable 5-star will be Mavuika. I was like, is there any support that you would want? Not really. Probably just still Mavuika. Because the not great characters alone, they aren't all that great, you know? I would say probably Lauma is the best one that's like in isolation. If you only got one not great character, probably Lauma is best because she works with Bloom. So that's pretty great. But for the others, Columbina, Inefa, like you really want two of them. I guess Inefa I know is like fine. But Columbina needs another Columbina needs Lauma or Inefa. And then outside of Mavuika there's also Skirk. But Skirk is a bit more teammate dependent than Mavuika. They both really want their 5-star supports. Skirk really wants Escoffier and Furina, Mavuika really wants Citlali. But I feel like Mavuika does a bit better without them. If you're short on weapon enhancement ores, yeah, that is pretty weird. That is something I have never really experienced. But I used to collect crystals as like a pastime. Back in the day. Oh yeah, I was looking through my old files because I want to do a clean install of Windows. And I was looking through my old files to see if there is anything worth backing up. And I saw a Twitch recap from 2022. And I had like 70 subscribers back then. Those were like the golden days of my stream. That was before Star Rail came out. Star Rail came out in 2023. And like, I didn't even remember I had so many subs at any point. 60 subs? How many subs do I have now? 5. Those were like the glory days. How did I fall off so hard, man? Thank you very much, baby Sinbad. Now we have 6. We reached 1/10 of my previous potential. Which I really appreciate it. Now we don't have to watch ads as well. Unless you already had Twitch Turbo. I don't have Twitch Turbo, but I do have YouTube Premium. I feel like Twitch ads tend to be a bit less annoying than YouTube ads.
Yeah.
It depends on the like stream you watch. Because streamers can influence when the ads are played. Not really decide when they are played, because sometimes ads have to be played. Like ads have to play every now and then. If you are affiliated with Twitch, you have to play ads. There is no other way. And if you don't do it yourself, Twitch will will play ads for you. But streamers can decide to play ads more often, if they so wish. You only lost me and one other streamer. Thank you, I feel honored. Even the thought counts. Thank you very much, Sid. Just being here, because as you might guess, I don't do this for the money, because this makes no money. I just stream because I enjoy it, and especially I enjoy my viewers. Everyone else feels fake. Maybe I'm just like not trying hard enough to provide a good stream experience. You were a Sabas way back in the day. Yeah, times have changed. That was also like 2022 was still on like the tail end of lockdown, so people were just probably more. Twitch as a whole probably was doing better back then. Not like 10 times better. But you know, at least it explains some of my viewership loss. Oh, and my peak viewer count might have been from like a raid. Thank you very much, Baby Sinbad, for giving Sid a subscription. My peak viewer count from 2022 was 250 viewers. I'm not sure if that included raids or not, but either way, this was still quite a lot of viewers. Plum plum plum. Now we are here. There are some actually like decent artifact locations on the new Not Cry Island. Probably not good enough to alter my route that I have right now, but some that could be a consideration, unlike anything we had in Not Cry before. So that's cool. 5 squads. Now that you are subbed, you get more points. Subbing used to give you like a 1.5 times multiplier, but then they nerfed it to 1.2, I think, or 1.1. Subbing was too powerful. Oh yeah, also since tomorrow I'm gonna reinstall Windows, there is a chance that I won't get everything working in time for the stream. It shouldn't happen, but it could happen. So if anything breaks so hard I won't be able to fix it until 8 p.m. I will let you know on the Discord server. But yeah, there is like a risk. I would say like a maybe 15% chance, maybe like 20, that I won't be able to get everything working in time. I will try my best though. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ooh. Web event ending soon? Have we done everything here? I think I have, right? Because it's the... Oh no, wait! Oh no, it's like invite a returning traveler. Okay, that's like nothing. Yeah, this we have done everything. How was the AOD EP? No, actually. Didn't have much time for anything today, actually. Because my sister visited as she does every week. Unfortunately, today happened to be one of the busiest work days. During morning prayers, Victoria told us that the Cardinal would be returning to Mondstadt soon and urged us to give it our all. She put it in a way as if there were ever a day I hadn't given it my all. Anyway, Barbara seemed to get fired up, dragging me and Dahlia around to arrange tables and chairs, clean the cathedral windows, and she even said she wanted to write a new hymn. Not surprising though, considering the Cardinal is Barbara's. Never mind, I won't get into that. I am finally free now. If you have time, come find me at the tavern. Let's have a drink to celebrate my birthday. Maybe Dahlia will come too. It would be great if we could all celebrate together. Who is Cardinal her mother or father? No, her mother is in the Knights, right? Is Barbara's father the Cardinal? No, wait. Can the Cardinal even have kids in the Church of Favonius? Wait, who is the Cardinal? What other relative could it be? Because I don't think it's either mother or father. Oh no, it is her father. Oh no, it's somebody else. He's the Seneschal, whatever that is. That is Barbara's daddy. But Cardinal Calvin is the Cardinal. He accompanied the expedition and headed back to Mondstadt. And Cardinal Calvin is the guy who was the acting Seneschal of the Church of Favonius. The last time she saw him in person was when the Holy Lyre der Himmel was stolen, destroyed by his disappearance. Interesting. Barbarian mentioned, yes indeed. The Wolf local boss? Is it some like new one? If it's a new one, I don't know anything about the new area. I haven't done like almost anything there. Not a single quest. If it's one of the old ones, I would have to like remind myself. But yeah, if it's a new one, I have absolutely zero idea. Not the slightest clue. Okay, let's continue grabbing artifacts. Oops. I tried turning too early. Oh! Okay, managed to turn in time. At least I know how the granny and the mushrooms look like, but I don't even know how the wolf looks like. But like I said, I haven't done anything in the new area. I got like 3 chests and unlocked the artifact domain. That's it. Nothing, pretty much nothing. I mean, you can come to my stream and always see what I'm doing. So I've mostly been like last stream. I spent most of my time. Actually, no. So no, last stream was on Thursday. On Thursday, I did a bit of artifact farming, and then I was just doing Columbina reviews for like 2 hours. That was pretty much what we did on Thursday. On Wednesday, I was just farming the domain all the time. And before that, we were doing the Archon quest. Wednesday, Thursday, when the patch came out, and the day after. Then there were like 1 or 2 more streams. There were like 2 more streams. I mean, that was before the patch came out, actually. Oh no, this was after the patch came out. What was I doing then? Gathering Columbina flowers and doing Columbina reviews. Yeah, mostly that. Because I have gathered some flowers. Like, I have some waypoints lit up. You can see the waypoints where Columbina's flowers grow are lit up mostly. But yeah, 0 quests. We grabbed like 5 chests that accidentally popped up as I was passing by. And that's it. Oh yeah, we're also doing events. There was the Shatterflash memory hunt. And the little Nubilet quest. This one as well. Hello, David. Why the all caps? Leveled Kulmia to 100 this day, very nice. I really like the skin. And especially after completing the quest. Wait, it's only your second level 100 and she's not even a cryo character? Isn't that a bit like fraudulent from the Blizzard farmer himself? Nah, I really like him. I really see no issue with the legs. Like, yeah, his legs are long. But if anything makes him look even more distinguished. His legs have always been this long. There was just like this little robe he had. And now there's no robe. But yeah, I like it. I'm mostly legs as well, actually. So maybe it's just, you know, feels more familiar to me to just have legs this long. My brother-in-law, he's like the same height as me, maybe even a tiny bit taller, but his legs are like significantly shorter than mine. And he just has like a longer torso. Okay, we are done with that. Let me see if I can get more artifact EXP. How much do we have? Oh yeah, almost a cup. She's on Blizzard, so that counts. I mean, you put every character on Blizzard, but ideally you would use the ones that actually benefit from it the most. No? I should look through some of the instructor pieces. Because I wasn't like looking through all of them properly. I just click through them once and I will just like auto-select them once again. I want 3 liners with ER mostly and ideally 2 other good stats. Like yeah, this is a keep for sure. That's a great piece. They actually are sorted by how many lines they have, right? So I can just check the early ones. HP sounds with ER attack percent? Not really. Defense with crit rate HP ER. This could be like a Shilonen piece. Wait, that's it? Do I have like no ER sounds at all? No 3-liner ER sounds, apparently. Attack goblet with crit rate ER. So when we sit, he is more visibly taller, yeah. I mean, it's not like that extreme. It's not like he's suddenly 5 centimeters taller than me. But normally he's like taller by a couple millimeters at most maybe, and if we sit, it's like maybe a centimeter or two. But even small differences like that can look more extreme than they are, in a way. Do I save this? Probably I do. All we care about is actually the ER and the crit rate for Favonius. Those are the two stats we actually want. Crit damage is not necessary. Not even necessarily something we like want to see. HP Hats. If I wanted to play Instructor's Chevrus, I will not play Instructor's Chevrus. No. Why would you ever do that? You don't want EM in overload teams. Yeah, that's scope. Okay. We can reselect the 4 stars and salvage again. So let's select the 1 stars, but then unselect a couple just to have them. And yeah. Here we go, we have more EXP, so I can level up some of these. Yeah, let's see how this rolls. Even if it rolls defense, it can still be good. In case we get like an off-field Lunar Crystallized Sandrone. I don't think that will happen. I think Sandrone will not have Lunar Crystallize. Even if she is Geo, I don't think she will have Lunar Crystallize. That's my prediction for Sandrone. But just entirely vibes based. So I don't think a piece that rolls into defense will be any useful, but I wouldn't throw it away. Or would I? This is kinda like the worst combination of 2 rolls. Yeah, you know what? If it rolls like defense and crit, I would keep it. But defense and ER, no. And it's not like it has double crit, EM, whatever. So it's not even that big of an L. This is like worse. Because we really do want to see attack on an Inefa piece. Okay. Decent high rolls into EM. I don't mind actually. And now a high roll into crit rate. Okay, that's interesting. Intriguing for sure. Okay, low roll unfortunately. Oops. Because like 3 lowest rolls are like 2 highest rolls. If you low roll 3 times, it's like you roll. It's like you missed a stat. 5 times bonus into flood death. Well, that certainly happened. But it was a 4-liner, so it's still like fine. Wasn't this for anybody who cares about crit much? Thank you very much, Mac Conqueror. I really appreciate the follow. Okay, one more flower to check. Once again, no attack percent. If this was attack percent, we would be really happy to see this. Not so much right now. And we rolled flat attack. Yeah, I don't really want it. Because for a piece that just has like ER and crit, this rolled quite nicely. Okay, at least I have a bunch of +8 pieces to throw into the artifact transmuter. Now these... I'm not leveling this one up, but the one with HP I could level up. It has double high roll crit and HP percent, which Columbina would enjoy if I play this on Columbina. So I don't mind checking this piece out. Doing pretty great. Crit damage high roll. That's pretty much the best thing that could have happened. Crit damage mid high roll, which is the second best thing that could have happened. Yeah, mostly hoping to get pieces for Inefa, but I could play this set on Columbina one day as well. Okay. That is 6 point... wait. What? Oh no, this is like 5.4, this is the lowest roll. But it was another crit damage roll, and on average we still have rolled pretty high actually. Have Mac Conqueror brought me luck? Let's see, one more 50-50 to win. It's kinda like 3 in 4 even. HP is fine. Not for Inefa, but could still be a good Columbina piece. High roll crit rate. Okay, this piece is kinda fire actually. A lot of high rolls. Only 2 good stats. And not 4 good stats like my current Columbina Feather, but definitely playable. Definitely playable. And then we would play like this as well. So we kinda have a playable flower. We have a playable feather. We have playable suns as well, yeah, like this is okay. We would stay on the goblet. Not changing the goblet. And now we need just a playable hat. We just need a crit rate hat. Which might be a bit of an issue. The best whale team for an on-field DPS Columbina, we definitely need Lauma. Without a doubt you need Lauma, because that's what enables Columbina DPS in the first place. Columbina DPS deals most of her damage through Lauma quills actually. Not from her own damage. Hello Sayonara. And then for the other two... Not sure, actually, what you would play there. What did you just roll? Yeah, that's definitely a very nice deck goblet. Almost 50 crit value, but unfortunately rolled a bit too low. Would Inefa work? I was thinking like about Inefa. I don't know. Like I'm thinking whether it would affect. Because with Inefa, you would probably be doing more lunar charge damage than lunar bloom damage. And then you would have like fewer lunar bloom procs. No, you would probably still be doing more lunar bloom than lunar charged. So probably Inefa is okay for some sub DPS. Furina or Nilu. Nilu could be a consideration because you will be blooming without being weighed down by Nefer's anti-bloom passive. You can actually bloom while attacking with Columbina. So Nilu would be okay, but it's like either Nilu or Inefa. You definitely cannot play both. Because if you play Nilu, you need one more Dendro or Hydro, so you probably would just play like a Nahida. Especially because with a Whale Nahida, you get like the C2 for the Lunar Bloom crit, which isn't bad. Probably enough piece. I mean, I use pretty much almost the same piece on my Inefa right now. I just have one roll into EM instead of crit. So yeah, that's where you could use your piece as well. It's even the same set, it's also Emblem. Also, they could buff Raiden eventually. A Nahida would be fairly good. And then you could do the Nilu version. Or you could play Inefa and then she's hyper blooming. That would also work well. Or Bergen Durin? Would that be fine? Maybe. Because yeah, might as well make use of the bloom cores that you are generating. I'm close to having a playable set. We have a pretty decent flower. 2 crit rolls, 2 ER rolls. I will need the ER because my other pieces don't really have much ER. I have a 4 crit roller feather. It's only a 3-liner with 2 bad stats, but it's good for now. Will be fine until I get an improvement. Playable suns with 3 crit rolls, unfortunately nothing else. I will stay on the same goblet, I'm not changing this. And then just the hat. That's an issue. I might level this one up more. We rolled flat attack and then I kinda like stopped leveling it up. But we might have to go further here. I definitely cannot play crit damage, I don't have any crit rate rolls in my build. Burden or equal to Nefer? No, it will never be better than a C6 Nefer. Columbina's cons are all supportive cons. None of them increase her personal damage. I got lucky before. Let's go all the way to 16. ER is also good. ER is as good as crit damage here for me. We just need to dodge the bottom stats. It's 50-50. 1 crit damage, mid-high roll, and then another flat attack. If you are playing main DPS Columbina, her normal attack matters the most actually. That's where the Lunar Bloom comes from. I mean, I guess the Lunar Bloom multiplayer is kinda cope, so it's the Lauma Quills doing the damage. But it does matter, you do use it. You do use it, it's just... the multiplayer is pretty bad. 5 times bonus, okay. It's playable. Okay, so let's first, before I switch to this set, let's first check if it will even be a good idea. So let's go to Miliastra. Because right now I have her on Tenacity, right? So it buffs my flints. And Inefa herself also gets 20% attack. And also gives me shield strength, which is pretty lovely. Stronger shields, 20%. But I will, if it's more damage, it will be more damage. Wait, one friends have rated Star. I didn't even know they still play Genshin. Okay. So we will check my Flynn's team now, and then I will change my Inefa set, and we will see if it's an improvement or not. Because I don't want to downgrade my Inefa right before we try Dire.
一緒に行く
I gotta remember to go to Sucrose after Flynn's as well. So the first rotation is like the same. We just go like Columbina, Inefa, Sucrose, and then Flynn's. But then I go to Sucrose right after Flynn's, and then also right before Flynn's. So I will go Flynn's rotation, Flynn's on field 2 bursts, and then switch to Sucrose, then like Inefa, Columbina, then Sucrose again, and then Flynn's. We want to keep the Vivi buff up even when Flynn's is not on field, because Inefa's damage is actually comparable to Flynn's, even though she's not on fielding. So we want to make sure it's still buffed. So the biggest bottleneck in the entire rotation is Columbina's skill cooldown. Everything is 16 seconds or lower, except for Columbina's skill, which is 17 seconds, so I want to start with it. At least after the first rotation I can use it a bit faster again.
満ちて今宵月殲滅モード6308
ほら暗闇は怖いですかとお静かに暗闇は怖いですか
吸引テスト開始移して掃除対象新月が来る安全距離
Wasn't I doing 180k before? What changed? Why am I doing less damage? Maybe I used the big burst and it was kind of fake.
7号式モジュール交渉は終わりです流れて今宵
Okay, you cannot actually see the DPS number. It's 175 right now.
目を閉じて夜ですね
Okay, it was 180 at the end. It can reach 180. It was mostly hovering at 160 for most of the fight. But yeah, I should definitely have my camera lower when I'm doing this. So yeah, that was now. That was with Inefa on Tenacity. Right? And by the way, for like the investment, this is... Flynn's is on Sinosig, C0. Inefa has Sig and this C1, so C1 R1 Inefa. Columbina C0 with Amber. And Sucrose has Wandering Even Star. So yeah, we exit out of here. Let's change Inefa's set and see the results. My subsets will be worse, but the set bonus might make up for it. It should be better. The set bonus, that is. And the artifacts are not like that much worse. They kinda are. We're losing like 2 crit rolls here. Actually no, just 1 crit roll. But I don't have like the EREM. Here I'm losing 2 EM rolls and 1 attack roll. The crit damage is... Actually, crit damage is almost the same, even though we have 1 roll less. Because this is just giga low rolled every time. 86 to 221. I have much less crit rate than before as well. Before I had 100 crit rate. It was 100 crit rate and like 160 crit damage or something. Wait, let me... Before my NK updates, I want to save my previous Inefa build. Yeah, I had 100 to 176. Yeah, that was my previous ratio. I guess now I'm not overcapping crit rate, which is slightly better. But yeah, we had 23 crit subs, 2 attack, 3 EM, 7 ER. Let's save us. Tenacity. Actually, I usually just wait. I could just save all actually. Because if I save all, yeah, it just types the date as the name, which I want to do anyways. And if the build has not changed at all... Oh, it actually has changed between all of these. But yeah, if the build hasn't changed, I can just like delete the dupes. Like yeah, Kazuha is the same. So we can... Actually, Kazuha is not even 1 today. Oh no, it has changed. He got C1. He got C1 from a 50-50 loss actually. Has Skarek changed? She has actually. So yeah, it's fine to keep the other ones. Okay, whatever. So Inefa's build has been saved. And now I can change it and yeah. Will be easy to recreate the previous build. So our crit ratio is actually like... I lost 14 crit rate. And gained... 45 crit damage. So I have more crit. But my attack is way lower. Actually, not really way lower, a bit lower. I mostly lost ER and EM. It shouldn't be that bad. Also, we got some BP task done. Oh yeah, 15 matches. I need to do a 3rd different Wonderland and we are done with the weeklies, which is quite lovely. Right, let me double check if I equipped the correct thing. Yeah. But yeah, I thought my damage would be higher, because before I was testing... a level 70 Columbina? And my damage was pretty much the same, and I leveled her up, and like it hasn't changed anything. So I'm a bit surprised actually. Maybe I did a better rotation back then. Or something. No, wrong button. And see if there will be a visible difference. So yeah, most of the fight, the DPS was around 160k, and at the end of it, when I stopped it right after a Flynn's burst, it was 180k. A bit fake, but that's fine. Oh, I was a bit late with that. Oh, I'm waiting on this. That's bad. Mertesh is a bit more scuffed here. But it seems a bit better.
死の底へ。はっ。
殲滅も
Yeah, it is better.
絶縁症満ちて今宵
Oh, I forgot to switch to sucrose
テスト開始
ほら。
to rebuff my
夜ですね。
Inefa. So right now my damage is lower because I forgot to switch to sucrose.
ほら、夜ですね。
This is skill issue. This is skill issue. Once more. We need to retry. Tak I can edamame for lunch. I love edamame as well. I eat edamame almost every day. Delicious and nutritious. Let's try again, but let's not mess up this time.
移して新月が防衛モード起動塵となってください
目を閉じてお静かに。夜ですね。さっぱり。いや、ほら。
7号式モジュール3月
Okay, perfect burst cooldown.
絶縁障壁安全距離
目を閉じてお静かに。夜ですね。と目を閉じて夜ですね。
吸引テスト開始交渉は終わりです、今宵月を捧ぐ満ちて
Oh, I
6308
was a bit slow on the switch
ほら。
there.
いや、とさあ。死の底へ。いや、はっはっ。
Okay, it's slightly better now. The difference is very small. It's like a 1% difference, right? Because like in a number this big, getting like 8,000. Nah, a bit more. That's a bit more than. But I had like 180 something. I got like 5k maybe? But I feel like this was slightly better than my previous rotation. The difference is not really like... I mean, before, I was able to clear Sigurd on Dire in exactly 120 seconds. Like, I killed him as the timer hit 0. So this would make it a bit less tight. Or like, would allow a mistake or two more than my previous team. So, even with subpar substats, this is better. I wonder if I pulled Flynn's Sig and C1 or C1, I probably won't pull C1, but I will definitely pull Flynn's Sig. It would probably close the gap between the two sets, but by then, by the time Flynn's gets a rerun, I should be able to get better pieces for my Inefa. Hello, Wilson. I will be apprehended by the Polish police. Police in Polish is called Policja. Pretty much the same thing. I'm playing this C0 right now, but I could C1 him. It's definitely a con I wouldn't mind getting. It's actually typed this way. J in Polish is just J. So kinda like you would read a Y in the consonant form. And then C is like T. T. So it's Policja. If you imagine the C as like a TS kind of thingy, and then the J as a Y. Okay, so where was I? I need to do one more thing. I need to do one more Miliastra for my weekly quests. I think I haven't done this AFK one yet this week. Oh, I clicked the matching. No, don't want match. Let's just start. Okay, and this should be the weekly. Play 3 different Wonderlands, the DPS check, and 2 different AFK ones. Lovely. What an outfit. Sounded pretty scary. You get both of these sets anyways. So it doesn't matter which one I claim. Cute headwear. And I should be able to do a 10 pull. On standard, of course. Yeah, even I have... I almost have 2 10 pulls. So yeah, let's go. L. This hairstyle is interesting though. You heard 10 pull? Yeah, Miliastra 10 pull. We're very close to another one as well. If I could get 1 pull from somewhere. They don't even like, wait, can you not buy these? Insufficient geodes of replication, reach a higher chronicle level to obtain. Normally if you try to pull on a banner for which you don't have enough like currency, they'll be like, want to pull? Or like want to top up? Can you not buy these? You can transform some of the like materials to craft outfits into them. But I guess you cannot buy them directly enough. Because you buy the Chronal Nexuses or Chronal Nexi, and then you can either buy things directly with them or convert them into the limited pools. That's like the thingy. Those are the limited pools and it's like a 1-to-1 conversion. And then these are the refund mats from the banner. Oh, these are lovely. These outfits. But they are 4 stars only from the limited banner. This animation is super cute here. Oh, this is lovely. Welp. This is actually very nice, the like napkin overhead. I kinda like it. I will just keep the set though. I don't have any set wing, any wing set for a Manekina. But you need to set the wings. You cannot set them in this mode. You need to go to your characters from like the main game. And I can set the wings here. I don't think you can have like different wings per outfit. And now I should have the... Yeah, I have changed the wings successfully. Which is kind of weird. I feel like the wings should be part of the regular cosmetic thingy. Oh, you can actually fall off. I did not expect that. Okay, let's return to Tevat with Miliastra enough. But yeah, Miliastra got so much better this patch. The DPS check mode, and then the return to Tevat button. You can also quite easily replay the same game now. You still need to like re-queue again. You can just click one button to play again immediately. You need to like get out of the game and then go back into it, but this is like now one button on the way there. You just click back to lobby or whatever, and then click play again. It's like 2 clicks and you are back into the game. Before you need like 5 or 6. Maybe one day we'll have like a one-click solution without more loading screens. I've heard that the manga doesn't really... Like back when I was watching season 2. I heard mostly negative comments about how the story goes later on. But I don't know how, I don't know what happens. I just know that people don't like it. So maybe it's best to not watch the next season. Maybe it's better to just end at season 2. Maybe it was best to end at season 1. Season 1 was better than 2. The first half of season 2 was cool. The second one, the Shibuya arc, it was fine, but worse than the rest. Season 1 was great. Season 1 was probably best still, yeah. Okay, so I did promise some dire attempts, so let's try that. Although last time, like, I want to try the crab first, but the crab is the boss which took me the most time on Fearless. I actually took almost the entire 2 minutes for Fearless. But what I think what I will do is play Skerk. And now I know what the boss does. I did not know what the boss does when I was first facing him. I mean, I read the description, but like, reading the description and actually seeing what happens. I have Furina on Tenacity, but I don't want to like change this. Let's keep her on Tenacity. But the higher damage actually may matter. But if I'm gonna play Skerk, maybe buffing Skerk with Tenacity is worth it. Cope. But the hydro damage you deal to the crabs actually like transfers to the boss. So I may want a more damagey Furina. Let's try like this first. I do have C1 Nuvilet and C1 Skerk. So we should be fine here. We have like more investment than required. So yeah, no Citlali, because she cannot even really proc a freeze reliably. Instead, I will try going with Skerk. And the idea is that when it has the shield up, all I will do with Skerk is like hold her E to gather her energy. And I will just play a 3-unit team essentially to get the shield down. And when the shield is down, we do the burst with Skerk into skill. And have like a short Skerk rotation, and that's when we like get all the damage done. That's the theory. I like the skin so much. On the portrait, it looks so lovely for the Traveler. And yeah, I might try a fall damage team for the middle one, but it might be harder than trying to beat the top boss with a real team, like with a non-flinch team. So, I want to start with a hold E. Actually, Escofia's energy is gonna be pretty scuffed here, because I won't be generating cryoparticles at all. But we also don't need her as much. Like, we don't need her burst as much here. Because Escofia's burst is needed for healing. But Nuvilet already stacks Fanfare pretty quickly. So we should be fine, actually. We do need to heal to get the attack from this weapon, but it's an attack buff. So it doesn't matter for Furina or Nuvilet, it only matters for Skerk. So I might want to save her burst until the shield goes down. Just like, don't use it before. Just only use skill on Escoffier and then just do a 2-unit team of Furina and Nuvilet. It doesn't sound that good when I say this, but maybe it will work. There's like no way. I'll wait for him to spawn the little crabs. Yeah, here we go. Okay, and now we do the burst here. Oh, that's not quite fast enough. I probably need to like spin on Nuvilet to reach this quickly enough. And there's just not enough damage. But yeah, if I were spinning on Nuvilet, this would be much faster. Oh, but oh my god, what am I doing? Also, I forgot to go to Skerk to like hold her E. Okay, this was terrible. But it could work. But I totally forgot to switch to Skerk at all. I should probably be switching more often to Escoffier as well. I need to like keep track of his shield more. And actually, like, I should be setting up Frina's burst and Escoffier's burst right before going to Skerk, so that I have as much time on her as possible. Also, no, this is slower actually. Oh, this is faster. We could be doing this. On Nuvilet for better AoE Hydro up. I could even clean my desk a bit to have like more space to move my mouse. Might be worth it. But it's gonna feel weird to do anything else than spin on Nuvilet. You played 12 hours of Enfield today. I maybe got like an hour of playtime in today before the stream. Whoa, hitting the start button is already a challenge. I mean, kinda over-exaggerating, but it is a bit. It is very sensitive right now. So I need to remember to switch to Skerk to hold her E. Spawn the crabbies. At the start you kinda have like no cooldowns on anybody. I should have gone to Skerk. Oh yeah, because I'm too slow. Wait, this is actually like so much faster. This is good. But yeah, I can break his shield much faster, but I need to like actually rotate properly. Yeah, but this is much better. Okay, they're only like a line. They're fine here. I'm too slow with the setup though. I wasted most of the down phase on setting up myself. Can you burst Furina? Nice. Need to remember to go back to Skerk. I need to burst here because I'm dying. This is much better with the timing. But I need one more down phase to do this.
海、私は帰ってきた。
人類目も舌も満足させてあげる。食前
I need to be a bit faster on everything.
熱狂の渦に
But it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable. But I was never good at Nubilet rotations. I should use my E immediately here to spawn the thingies.
低温
Because I'm waiting on the Nubilet skill cooldown afterwards.
人類
騒ぐな。
歌え僕の名のもとに僕を食前に
静粛に大末となるがいい。
What is a big crap? Am I actually hitting him?
静かに眠れ無に着せ
I don't have my like damage burst going.
破滅は
I need to hold the Furina burst until a bit later. I shouldn't use it immediately when it's available. Which is maybe another reason to play less ER on Furina.
デックお披露目だ低温調
Oh no, why did I switch? I switched right when the crab spawned. Also, I should try to get the path particles. But yeah, for Furina and Nescafé Burst, just wait until... I will just like reset the skill. Reset the skills.
海、私は帰ってきた。
Oh, I died.
静寂に
I was standing on the fire. I was standing on the fiery floor. Which is the one thing you mustn't do.
騒ぐな。
お披露目だ食前に甘デック低温調
大末となるがいい。
Oh. I already had my balls, I just couldn't grab them in time. Why am I dying now? I wasn't dying before, man. Also, let's like innovate very first thing and then switch. Because I'm still waiting a bit on that cooldown.
データのデック
静粛に
Now we go here, actually.
食
Now I wait on other cooldowns instead.
いや、騒ぐな。高き者。私は下げす。
Go like this, now use the
熱
burst.
狂の渦に最高の一品よ
神戸を垂れろ。
Oh shoot! I'm supposed to be bursting already. I didn't notice when he
巡れ
lost the shield.
道あふれよ面白い歌え僕の名のもとに僕を
騒ぐな。海、私は帰ってきた。
Oh, get the balls!
お披露目だ世界の熱狂の渦に低温調理
Was I
残ように
like wasn't switching to Skerk properly.
宴会に沈め光り輝くがいい冷凍の時間よ
I will get one more down on him, but I'm a bit too slow.
私は下げす。静粛に。
人物
差し支えない。心配無用だ。騒ぐな。
can definitely do this. One more down and then we burst with Skirk and he's dead. Maybe I start with Furinai, because I feel like I wait on this more so than anything else.
食前烈風 烈風
神戸を垂れろ
お披露目だ歌え僕の名
I was saying that I probably shouldn't be using it right now. Also, no, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing, man? That was bad. So I start with this, then this, then this, then this.
低音中
Oh, they start charging the balls now, because why not? Then hold this, go
神戸を垂
here.
れろ
Now reset my skills
冷
here.
凍の時間
Let's get the burst.
私は帰ってきた
And
世界を熱狂の渦に
I didn't set up my damage.
ように羽ばたけ万象よ巡れ無に季節せや遠くを低音調に光り輝くがいい
高き私は
Remember to press Skirk key.
騒ぐな
Furina
世界
burst.
の熱狂の渦にお披露目
Wait, what why am I on Skirk?
誰かに
I switched the wrong character! Shoot, this was a good attempt! Nah, not when the shield is broken.
神戸を
Definitely not when the shield is broken. He gets
冷凍の
huge negative res during the shield phase.
せっと
烈風
It's very short.
お披露目だ低音調
エミ私は帰ってきた
Switch, 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 switch!
光り輝くがいいああ最高の一品よ
Just break this into Skirk burst.
宴会に沈め滅と
Okay, I got some nice time here. Oh shoot, I died! No!
力が足りないのか
Oh. I mean, the crabs do damage scaling with the damage you deal to them. But during the... Oh no, I did this wrong. But during the down phase, he has negative res, so you deal more damage to him than do the crabs.
遠くを無に季節
I didn't hold, man.
お披露目
静粛に
人部食前
Wait for him to do this now.
烈風世界を熱狂の渦に
放末となるがいい神戸を垂れろ
Should break any second now. I should have bursted with... Nah, my buffs ran out, man. That was bad. I was my Furina burst a bit too early.
面白い遠くをたたえよ光り
And I didn't use my SKK burst at all.
目の下の輪
Oh, I don't have my skill cooldown yet. That was a bad switch.
騒ぐなエミ私は帰ってきた
世界を熱狂
Wait, is he down? Not yet, but we have good timing.
烈風
静粛に
宴会に沈め
Oh, but I don't have my skill, no! Also, I need to make sure not to die. I died. This would have been it! This would have been the try, because I have enough time to break him again. This would have been the try. But yeah, I know it can work for sure. Because this was great. And once he starts this, we start charging, because then the crabs spawn and we immediately, yeah, do some power washing on them. Hold again. Reset the skills, the burst. Now set up the burst. This should break any second now. Here we go. I was pretty slow here because I was hoping my Escoffier burst would be up, but it wasn't. But at least we have Fanfare going. Although I don't have much Fanfare. I didn't have much Fanfare because I didn't have healing for it. Oh wait, I didn't burst with Furina, but I bursted with Escoffier. That was terrible. That was very bad. I need another Furina burst. Stop this. Stop what we are doing. Wait, where are my balls? I think I entered with my childlike by accident. Okay, this is like so much slower. My Fanfare probably ran out. Yeah, I was way too slow with the second break. It could be better just go full Hyper Nubilet. Skark has more damage. Skark can deal a lot of damage when the crab has a broken shield. A Nemo game? I have no idea what that is. Actually, I could better just play like an Nemo character or something. Especially because I keep messing up the rotations with Skark. Let's do one more washing cycle. Then go burst with Furina. Yeah, this is why we play Skark. This damage. Which is pretty sick. Oh, too early. Stop the switching here. Okay, if we can break him once more here. I died! No! This was the run! This was the run! I feel like this could have worked. Also, I feel like I shouldn't even basic with Skark. I should just switch to Nubilet after the Skark burst. It should be Skark burst only. Oh, I don't have my burst ready. I feel like this will be better.
リスクは
光り輝くがいい。じゃじゃーん、目も舌も満足させてあげる。冷凍星々よ、静かに眠る。
大末となるがいい。褒美をたる。
歌え、僕の生元デック。
Okay, we can get one more break here pretty easily, I feel like.
フォークを叩く。
高き私は
Oh, that was the wrong burst!
万象よ、巡れ。
I was hoping for the Nubilet burst there, but I think this will be good enough anyways. If we can kill one more crab. Okay, this was terribly played, but it was good enough anyways. I could have killed him like 20 seconds faster, man, with this team. You definitely don't need the constellations I had. If you just play a bit better. But we got there and that's what matters. Yeah, because I was messing up the burst timings so much. I could have had almost Perma Furina burst if I did it better. But yeah, doing the big burst with Skerk and then going to Nuvilet instead of doing Skerk normals is better for sure here. So like pure burst Skerk. If I'm doing Skerk at all. But maybe going with like Shonan would have been better or something. Although you cannot get scroll for Hydra. You actually can. You can react with Hydra. I mean, when we are spinning with Nuvilet like this, it definitely lowers the RNG, because like small crab positioning no longer matters. We gotta use a fragile, because like it was a dire clear. Dire clears give good luck? Oh, they do actually! Dire clears do give good luck. Okay, other than being a 3-liner, this is the perfect hat. Perfect stats. The early Genshin areas definitely do get some heavy inspiration from Zelda. Without a doubt. Like early Mondstadt, it really is anime Hyrule. The like vibe of the place. I mean, the combat is different. The combat is the main thing that's different. But the exploration, exploring, gliding, climbing, also the general ambience of the areas. The fact that in the early Mondstadt areas, if you go there, because like right now, I'm already like Leo is already a bit fresher than Mondstadt, but like some music plays and stuff and whatever. If you go to Mondstadt, the early plains, you will often even have no music playing. It will just be like birds chirping, maybe sometimes some like light music that doesn't really disturb you much. Right? There's like some like light tunes. Not more epic music that you would get later. And that's same with Zelda. In Zelda music often doesn't play at all, and if it plays it's like fairly light. Of course there are differences, this is not a Zelda clone, but there is a lot of heavy inspiration from Zelda. Or explosive barrels in enemy camps. Stuff like that. There are different towers and shrines, but they are similar. If Genshin was not similar to Zelda, I would not have played it in the first place. I only played it because it was similar to Zelda. And early domains were more like shrines than modern domains, because we used to have like domains that you would just clear once. It was like a single trial. The trial of Scorching Fire and Raging Lightning. Those were much more like shrines. And like I said, Genshin has been moving away from the like original Zelda inspiration quite a bit. We still have like the freedom of exploration and stuff is still very Zelda-like. But early Mondstadt was really like anime Hyrule. And a lot of things have like one-to-one how do you say this? Counterparts. They have one-to-one counterparts in Zelda. And like the further you go with the nations, the more different it gets. But there are still a lot of similarities. And yeah, stuff like, you know, explosive barrels or these like hydro thingies in enemy camps. Zelda would very often have camps of enemies with like some barrels that you were supposed to throw a rock at to explode the camp and stuff like that. Also just like random monster camps like this, right? We don't really find villager camps like this anymore, but we did a lot in 1.0. And you know what Zelda has? Bokoblin camps all over the place. Also just like, yeah, these huge open plains with like not much happening on them. Just like some ruins here and there, that's also the Breath of the Wild vibe. Some undescript ruins here and there. And random NPCs in the middle of nowhere. We no longer have random NPCs in the middle of nowhere nearly as often. Okay, where were we? Watch the Animo trailer. It's in closed beta 2 right now. I can check it out actually. After this very exciting dire attempt. Second beta launch trailer, 23 hours ago. Wait, let me... Let me mute the game. The closest thing we got to horse riding was... Oops. Saurian... How do you say this again? Like Saurian possession thingy? What is the word they use? Indwelling. Saurian indwelling is Genshin's horse riding. And it kind of sucks. I mean, it's good enough for like exploring that land. It's Palworld HD. Oh, Saurian indwelling. You can indwell your creatures here. But yeah, this is because you know why this guy just like transformed into a Pokemon when he was running? That's because Nintendo has a patent on like quick swapping mounts as you are like running. So companies are fairly limited in how they can use creatures like this as mounts. I think the patent they have is that your mount can change on its own based on what you are doing or something. Like, it's not as simple as you cannot ride a fantasy creature, because, like, of course you can ride a chocobo in Final Fantasy and there is no problem. But it's about, like, just running and then the mount just, like, appears under you to mark the situation. I think there is, like, a pattern like this for Legends Arceus. So that's why it's safer for companies to just, like, transform into a creature, and then there are no issues. Because it's about riding the creatures that's where the issues appear. With Nintendo patents. So the protagonist transforms into the creatures instead of riding them. Ben 10 clone. Ben 10 wasn't even a game. I mean, there probably were Ben 10 games though. Looks interesting. What do you mean? Is it gonna be like a live service game? Oh, a free-to-play creature. Oh yeah, so I'm not gonna play this. If it was just like, if it was a regular, like single release game, I could try it out. Although the designs of the creatures don't really. Everything seems fairly generic, right? It really does seem like Palworld HD, but like less survival, more exploration. Palworld is like a decent game, but I would not want to play a live service Palworld. LDEP next. We can watch it tomorrow, because tomorrow I'll be doing a Zenless stream. So the hut. I'm not running that LOTM game? No. My plans right now is to continue playing Hades 2. I just got my first Chrono skill today. And also, a new Terraria update comes out on Tuesday, and I want to play a lot of Terraria when that happens. I'm a day 1 Terraria player. And I have like 1200 hours in Terraria. So I'm very excited for a new update. Is Hades any good? Yeah, I like it. It's not my favorite roguelike. Because compared to something like Binding of Isaac, one thing that gives Hades less staying power than other roguelikes is that I feel like the runs don't have that much variance, which you might see as a good thing, but like the bosses you fight are always the same, and you can force builds fairly easily. So if you are like, I want to have this build, you will often get the build you want. And I prefer it when my roguelikes are more RNG and have more variance in them. But what Hades does very well, the combat is super fun, and it actually has a story, which ties into the roguelike mechanics. So just going through the story is definitely very lovely. You don't get bored of the bosses or of the builds, because everything is still pretty fresh, and there is the story to keep you interested. And there is a lot of meta progression, as in, you get stronger between runs. Unlike a true roguelike like Spelunky, where every run is always the same, your first run and your 1000th run is exactly the same. You just become better at the game, or you don't. And Hades 2 is just more Hades. You just get new bosses and new weapons and new builds. But the story seems weaker than Hades 1 so far. And like the vibe. But yeah, it's just more Hades. If you already have it, you should definitely try it out. I really love the first one. Okay. I want to go like plus 16, man. I believe. This is the kind of piece where if I roll badly, if I roll like 4 times flat attack, I would kind of feel tempted to reroll. But it is a 3-liner. Let's just not roll flat attack at all. If I just dodge flat attack, it's a great piece, no matter what we roll into. Oh no! We rolled 3 times flat attack! Oh my god! It really did roll 3 times flat attack. Can we get the 4? At this point I want the 4th one as well. I might actually break one of my rules and reroll this. We rolled 1 ER, wowee. Yeah. Do I have any of the guarantees? No. Would be nice to have the like 3 roll guarantee for this one. Or even 4 roll guarantee, but for this I would need like way more rolls. So I need to roll 2 more. I will need to reroll 2 more pieces to get the guarantee, right? It's just better to reroll this, because it's not like I have anything else I would want to reroll, right? Actually, I could go to the optimizer, because there I can like go through my artifacts easier. Hello, Fat. I cleared the dire crab, like I promised in the title. My gameplay was a bit of a disaster, but we got there. I have C1 Nuvilet, so I didn't need to play perfectly to clear the crab. Especially at the end, I was like just panicking a bit. But yeah, we can go to artifacts here, and I want to look at my like highest roll value artifacts and see if any of them have like bad rolls. The gameplay was good. The gameplay was good for the first half of the fight, and for the second one, I kinda fell apart. You want to see like everything, every set, okay, and then sort by roll value descending. And wait, without flat stats. No, without flat stats. HP, attack, defense, EM, ER, crits. Okay, and do any of these pieces have any like bad rolls? Because I could try to like build up some reroll PT. Also, I can disable flowers and feathers because I will never reroll those. Man, I want to like disable, not enable. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Here we go. I have a banger attack goblet on Vivi, which rolled defense percent. I don't really care that much about this though. Then an HP hat, which is one of my closest pieces to 50 crit value if I just rolled crit once more. The attacks are a banger for sure. Healing bonus hat. My Nuvilet Goblet has an attack percent roll. Maybe I could try to get rid of that. It's fairly unlikely to happen though, but it could. Have I cleared the other two? No, I will clear the other two another day. I would like to do at least like a little bit of exploration today. I like my Nuvilet. Because like, if I reshape this and one more piece, then I could have like a guaranteed 3 substat. But yeah, it's probably just better to reshape the hat I want. I can just like reshape it again. The benefit of being extremely stingy with the mats is that if I get a piece that's actually worth rerolling. Because yeah, fat. We just got this hat with 3 good stats, but then 3 flat attack rolls. Yeah, let's just reroll without thinking too much. We go crit attack, we got 0 rolls in the 2. And this is always a huge upgrade right now. I really do not like the idea of rerolling a 3-liner, but yeah. And hopefully you can dodge the flat attack. An ER roll or 2 is fine. Okay! Okay! Yep. Did not need the guaranteed 3 subs. If we just roll all of them anyways. We rolled fairly low though. This could have been like 12%. This could have been 11.8. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that low. And the attack was fairly high. Not really. It's like mid rolls all around. It's a W piece for sure though, yeah. I don't even know if I want to play it on Durin though. 70 crit rate right now. It will definitely be good for Klee though. So like, I could play it for on Durin now. Because the subs are just so much better. It's definitely better. Because these 2 hats were almost the same when I checked. In Melee Astra. But yeah, the end goal will be to get a crit hat for Klee. This crit hat for Klee. And then Durin can get something with like... Can actually play a good attack hat. Or even this one. With crit damage. But that means he gets a crit rate sig, right? So you actually get more crit rate than crit damage then? Is his sig crit rate? Because usually you get one ascension and then the other is on the weapon. Yeah, so 6 is crit rate. So you get 33 crit rate, and then you get 20 from the set. That's 53 already. 58 with the 5 initial crit rate. So you will play a crit damage hat on Varka. You only need 10% per piece. Or actually, no, even less than that. 10%, like 4 pieces with 10%. No, 53 because the set gives you 20. The set gives you 20 crit rate. Oh yeah, wait, actually. Oh, I'm not overcapping, that's good, 75. Stream was behind when you said that. Okay. So that's quite lovely. Too bad it will not help me in this Stygian. Isn't it better for official? I think I read that if you have like a weapon that gives you damage bonus, it can be like a very tiny bit better. And so like with Polar Star it's probably worse, because I can get like 30 attack from it. But if I were to actually play Daybreak Chronicles, this gives me 60% damage bonus. So with this, I already get so much damage bonus, I would rather have a set that gives me attack and crit. So it can be better, but they are very, very, very close. It's kinda like for Albedo you have Husk or Golden Troop, and they are both just as good. Drinking water? Yes, exactly. If anything, the economy makes it so that drinking water is even more important, but you should always drink water no matter what. Okay, let's at least visit like the meeting points. Not quite free for me, because my tap water is pretty scuffed. My tap water is best left undrunk. So I actually do drink bottled water. Dreadshade Mire poses severe danger. Entry is not advised. Visibility is low due to thick fog and wild hunt creatures roam the area. Gatalove. Be careful, you will die warning. These are not running away from me. Oh, now they are. Sick combat. Oops. Oops. That was a big burst. Here we go. Yoink. Oh, this you have to like cut down. Or not? Huh? Wait, what? I'm kinda confused now. Oh, here we go. Okay. Finally getting a bit of exploration, yes. Can I revitalize them with this beam? Yay! Go now, my little boys. Oops. Let's also grab one of them and eat them at another friendo. Yet another one who's suffering over there. Here we go. Your grass was white? For 20 minutes? What do you mean? Why would your grass be white? And what do you mean by your grass? IRL? In-game? Frost, okay. Okay, where is this thing going, by the way? Oh! Now we have to turn this with E? There's a lightkeeper over there, he looks badly hurt. Whoa. You hope so? Jelly, are you licking my face again? Your tongue's so soft. Yes, yes, you are the sweetest little kid in the whole wide world. Wait, why does he look so out of it? Hey, get a grip, will you? There is no Jelly here. Huh? Where did Jelly go? Did someone scare her away? Hey, snap out of it! There was never a cat here to begin with. Oh, that's a shame. Looks like I'll have to keep going a little longer in this jellyless world. I have some medicine in my pocket, if you could help me. Of course, leave it to us. You stay still and save your strength. After taking the medicine from the injured rattling's pocket and quickly tending to his wounds, he started to look a little better. You two really know how to treat a wound. I honestly thought I was about to see little Jelly again. Not I would have been sad to see her. Hey, your cat can wait. Staying alive is the only thing you should be focusing on right now. You're right. Thanks for your help. It's just, Jelly left me over 10 years ago now. I really miss that soft little ball of fluff. Honestly, thank you for saving me. My name is Janusz, by the way, and you... So, Janusz is a Polish name and it's like a bit of a meme. It's like a meme of a name. How do you even describe a Janusz, man? It's like somebody who's trying to be good at something but is really bad, actually. Somebody who thinks he's good at something but is actually terrible at it. Maybe that's a good way to describe a Janusz? I did not expect a Janusz in Genshin. Paimon, and he is Jan. Janusz, can you walk? If you can, we'll escort you out of here. It's a tempting offer, but I'm afraid I have to decline. I know I can never repay you for saving my life, but I would still like to ask you first... I would ask that you first travel to Pyramida and request reinforcements. I need to stay here and continue my investigation. Even such a serious wound? Honestly, I'll be fine, don't worry about me. The seal on the swamp has already weakened. Someone must keep watch over it. Besides, that fool apprentice is probably still waiting for me. Leaving a comrade behind just isn't the lightkeeper way. Huh? The seal on the swamp? What's that? There is said to be a sinner sealed in the swamp. A vile individual who once made a pact with a demon and was turned into a monster. He must have done some really despicable things, because 500 years ago, he was sealed here by the combined efforts of the Torch Forger and the Moon Chanter of the Frostmoon Scions. Anyway, that's all an outsider needs to know. Please deliver my request. It's still dangerous around here, so you'd better get moving. I just need a little more time to catch my breath. I still have tasks I need to attend to. But Janusz, your condition. If it's about fixing the seal, maybe we can help. Yeah, breaking seals, fixing seals, we are all about that seal life. Really? For some reason I get the feeling you are not making that up. The situation here might be far more dangerous than you imagine, even so... Just one question, can we really re-establish this seal? Didn't it take the Torchforger and the Moonchanter working together to create it in the first place? The seal itself doesn't require any special power. The Torch Forger and the Moonchanter left their strength behind the 3 stone ceiling pillars. There are a total of 3 pillars in this area. If you can channel Kuvaki into the location of each pillar, the ancient seal will be restored. And the spire blooms that grow there can inflict some serious wounds on the monster. At least that's what the handbook says. If you really manage to seal that thing again, I don't know how I will ever repay you. How about this, in my next life, Jelly and I will come back as house cats for you. We'll keep our fluffiest patches of fur just for you so that you can pet us all you want. Seriously, how can you just make jokes at a time like this? It's important to maintain a sense of humor no matter what the situation. Anyway, let's get a move on. No way, you can barely stand. Take it easy and let Paimon and Yan deal with the ceiling. You are not wrong. If I went along in this state, I would only get in your way. I hate to admit it, but I will leave the seal to you. Still, I'm feeling better since you treated my wound. Even if I can't fight, I can still make myself useful in other ways. Besides, I still don't know how that fool of an apprentice is doing. I'll head off to find him right away. If everything goes well, we'll figure out a way to help you from there. For now, you two be careful. Don't worry, we'll have this all tied up in no time. Hello, June Cartoons. Thoughts on Varka? I do really like him as a character. I'll definitely be pulling for him as well. The numbers are pretty low. And I'm kinda puzzled as to why, because I cannot imagine him being standard. How do places like Alaska and snow areas function that have a lot of snow? In places where you like really get a lot of snow regularly, every household has to be self-sufficient. So that when you get locked during, like when you get cut off from the rest of the world during a snowstorm, you have some like generator or something to like at least keep the lights on and some heating, and you like have a lot of like preserved food and stuff to just wait out until, you know, warmer days. Where am I from? I'm from Poland. Just like our Janusz over here. After a few more sincere exhortations to stay safe, Janusz sets off. His silhouette is almost instantly swallowed by the mist. Oh, that's not even a quest. Oh, it's actually part of this quest. I was surprised Janusz got hurt. Okay, I was following this thing. Oh my god, that's a lot of monsters. Oh, I don't want to use this. I want to use this. Oh, I used my big burst by accident last time. So I don't even have energy for my small burst. This part is super strong here, there is something really huge. I forgot I have to kill them multiple times. Horrid Dueling build? Okay, I'll check it out in a sec. Let us see. My mouse feels... No, the DPI is the same as it was before. Because I increased my DPI when I was fighting the crab. Now my mouse feels like funky. But I must have just like... It must be because it was faster, now it's slower. Boy Durin. Level 90 is good. Durin really likes attack. Talent levels 9 and 9. Yep, both are good. Skill for the energy he gets, the energy refund. Burst for all the damage. Lion's Roar is okay. Yeah, I mean it is a consistent 36% damage bonus in overload teams. So it works. Yeah, it's like a decent 4-star. And he doesn't hate the attack percent substat. But when you already have attack percent from the weapon, 41%, you might be better off with a damage bonus goblet, because you also get even more attack from the set bonus. You get 25% more. That is not like shown here. So with all of this, I feel like you would benefit more from a damage bonus goblet. If you had C1, you would maybe want to stack attack, but yeah, like this is just about his damage. 64 create, it's 84 with the set bonus, and then 159 crit damage. Pretty good ratio. ER is pretty low. In Stygian you sometimes might like it higher, but it's just, you know, you like... In Abyss you never need ER. Almost never. And then in Stygian it's just like... If the fight requires more ER, just get pieces with more ER. But the HUD is actually fairly nice. No attack percent on it, but good crit damage, good ER. For an off piece, the Goblet kinda sucks. The Suns are like... actually pretty good. Yeah, because like attack main stat, you cannot have attack substats here. And it's not even that bad of a build. None of the pieces are horrible. Like, yeah, you do have like some flat attack rolls here, two flat defense rolls here. But overall, it's definitely playable. Not even much worse, if at all, than my Durin build. Might be better than my Durin right now. Maybe not with the new HUD I just got. Whatever catches my eye. Yeah, I guess let's just look at Columbina. I've been looking at so many Columbinas lately. Level 90 is huge. Gotta get that base HP talent levels 8 and 9. Yeah, both talents are just as good. Next time you get boss mats from Dottore, get this to 9, and then possibly even crown both, if you have the crowns. 5 Codex is fine. It is more energy for the entire team, so like, if your Flins is not getting enough energy for his bursts, otherwise, can be okay. But for Columbina herself, Prototype Amber is actually more energy than 5 Codex. Even with like the ER substats here. Or I mean, with the ER substat it's more energy, but the passive of Codex gives you less energy than the passive of Prototype Amber, right? And then Prototype Amber gives you HP percent, so you can play ER Suns if you need to. It's like the same thing as like ER substat HP Suns, or HP substat ER Suns. So yeah, if you have a Prototype Amber lying around, I would recommend playing that. R5, if it's not R5 it will be worse. But yeah, more energy for Columbina, some solid HP. Maybe you can even get away with playing HP Suns and Amber, which is just like a ton of HP at that point. And healing, right? If you are playing Nefer, Nefer, Lauma, Columbina, and then you can play like Sucrose or Nahida or something in the final slot, you have a sustainless team, which kinda sucks. Or like the Yelan or whatever. And then Prototype Amber gives you a little bit of healing. It's not like enough to comfortably be able to tank an enemy and heal back up, but it's just enough so that when you get hit here and there, you can kind of just shrug it off, slowly regen over the course of the fight. So yeah, I really like Prototype Amber on my Columbina. And yeah, HP Suns, HP Goblet, that's great. HP subs on every piece that can have HP subs is also lovely. 75, she gets 15 from her passive, so that's 90 to 145. Yeah, decent enough. Crit. And 204 ER is plenty. You could even get away with a bit less. Maybe you would need like... If you switch to Amber, maybe you would need like 10 more ER at most. But maybe it would even be good enough like this. If you are playing double Hydro, you could just switch to Amber and not even build extra ER, and you will be fine. Waiting for Llama to get C2 on the next rerun. Yeah, Llama's C2 is very powerful. And you get C1 on the way, which is a sustain con. But for now, yeah, I would play the Amber. And even after you get Llama C1, even when you do have a sustain, Amber is still usually better than Codex. Like I said, unless you need the particles for somebody else, but you really shouldn't. You have good ER on Llama. 217. We've got absolutely sick ER. These Suns are perfect, man. All that Llama wants is ER and EM. So this is super lovely. Can I check the Pyro Gobbly? Yeah, you still will have over 2500 attack with the set bonus active. And also the piece is just better, right? Actually, was the previous one the same? Maybe this one has one more sub? It's either the same or has one more sub. 86 to 159. I don't think your ratio changed much. If you could find any Pyro Goblet with double crit and attack percent, or maybe even ER, would be lovely. But yeah, this is like good enough. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it should just be more damage for Durin. And that's all that matters here. His supportive capabilities only scale with his stats at C1, so without C1 you are just building for max personal damage. Is Skirk still worth pulling at this point? I have used Skirk a lot in Stygian Onslaught Dire. She's been one of my MVPs for sure. So, yeah. Especially because, like, a lot of people look at the, like, current not cry situation, and they're like, oh, now we have Zibai, Nefer, and Flins who are all better than Mavuika and Skirk, so Mavuika and Skirk are so bad. But that's not really the case. Nefer, Flins, and Zibai are not better than Mavuika, like, at the same time. Only one of them can be better, depending on who gets played with Columbina. So, realistically, there is only one team that can be better than Mavuika or Skirk. So, Mavuika and Skirk are still top 3. Because Nefer, Flins, and Zibai are all kinda fake if you don't have Columbina. So, there's only one team that's up there. How strong is Zibai gonna be with Columbina? Similar to Nefer and Flins premium teams. So Zibai can be seen as slightly better, because she doesn't need a second 5-star to function. Because with Nefer you kinda need Lauma to reach the like peak, and with Flins you need Inefa. Zibai just does it by herself, as long as you have Columbina. And then the other 2 slots can be like whatever. They don't really matter much. She doesn't really have premium supports. Zibai is a defense scaler. So yeah, I would definitely say that Skirk can be worth it. Especially if you have Escoffier. If you pull Skirk only without Escoffier, she'll be fine for like Fearless and for Abyss, but not for Dire. Ideally, you would want both of them. And everybody has a Furina anyways, right? So I don't need to say that if you have a Furina. Who doesn't have a Furina? Wanna see what you sent in the leaks channel? Okay, let me take a little look. Sandrona is either Electro Cryo and focus on Superconduct. Like I said, I said that I don't think, even if Sandrone is Geo, she wouldn't be Lunar Crystallize, and I said that she might not be Geo. So my vibes were right. But focus on Superconduct, interesting. I hope she's not related to physical. I hope it's gonna be like Superconduct just for the damage. Oh, because if she was physical, it would be a big girl. But I guess she would make sense to be physical. Because you would have like the robot. If there was one character that makes sense to be physical, it would be Sandrone. Because the robot would do physical damage. Why would it do elemental damage? If it just punches enemies. Oh no. Not the physical Sandrone timeline. But she will be good no matter what anyways. She will be a new recent character. Every like damage type is as good as the most recent character who has that damage type. You want to release a Superconduct Chevreuse? That might actually be just like Sandrone. Sandrone might be the Superconduct Chevreuse. You don't think she's coming back? Like Sandrone? No, like, she is. She is. That is pretty much confirmed. Confirmed how? I mean, we have had leaks, which can be unreliable. Because we have had leaks that Shabalanka would be playable as well, so... Yeah, it's like 50-50. But there is the character silhouettes, and one is missing. And it's clearly setting up some characters... Like, it's like a mystery character, whose silhouette we are not supposed to be able to see yet. So, Sandrone fits perfectly in that missing slot. Who said that? The Shabalanka? A lot of leakers actually were like saying that Shabalanka was gonna be playable in early Natlan. If you were around in early Natlan, people were saying, or like the leakers were saying that Shabalanka would be like the big character. Shabalanka would be like the Nuvilet of Natlan. And back then Nuvilet was the strongest DPS, so yeah. That was Prima Vuika. I mean, Shabalanka, that was before we got him in the story quest. That was before then. Also, like, Shabalanka did not look like this in life. He just possessed a kiddo. He possessed a random kiddo he found on the street. I mean, he didn't even choose the kid that he needed. Wait, that's already the second pillar. How is the second one? When did I do the first one? A parent's love for their child is the purest in this world. But when the very blood ties that should bind the family are instead used as a snare of coercion, even the most unshakable resolve will break under the weight of fear and worry. Making other people's closest relatives pawns in political ploys, that is tantamount to tarnishing the sacred blessings the gods gave humankind. This is the first of his three great sins. With a stone pillar as its seal and a spell as its shroud, let the evidence of the serpent of all evil's crimes be preserved beneath the moonlight. What is the first pillar? I never found the first pillar, but apparently I already cleansed it. Oh, these guys are sad. Let's give them some Kuvaki. Let's go. Wait, how does this work again? Like this. Oh, what is happening now? Oh, okay. In event is Vajnak was talking about when he was speaking about the Pyro Archon? You mean like in his profile? I mean, there's only about Haborim and that's my wujka.
漆黒の脅威と戦うために多くの民が犠牲になるなんて胸の痛くなる話だね。でもマービカの導きによってナタの人々は魔人に匹敵する偉業を成し遂げた。
There's another? Which one?
彼女の時からナタ人はずっとそうしてきたんだろうね。そういえばマービカはお酒が好きなんだってね。それなら
You need to tell me which one then. If not the one about Mavuika. Oh, can I throw this at this guy? Not quite. Boink. Here you go. Charge, my bro. Oh, he failed. Okay, he's first to like come closer. Also, can he like energize this guy just by proximity? Oh, hello. Where was I? I wanted to go to the meeting point. And the entrance is here. What about 23? Okay, I'll check out the voice line and then I will check out the review.
火の神は横暴で戦い好き。岩の神は人の心がわからない頑固者だよ。どうしてこんなことを知っているのかって女子誌の中にはっきりと書いてあるからね。彼らの物語、あの時代の物語が。
It could be about Shapalanka instead, because it does say that it was written in epic poems of days gone by. But also he calls Zhongli a brutish, blundering buffoon. Which I guess he kinda is. It's kind of a fitting description. He did blunder that goddess. So the wayward warmongering wretch could have been Xabalanca. But either way... Nah, wretch is just... like a not nice term. A wretch is an unfortunate or unhappy person, yeah. A person who is profoundly unhappy, miserable, or in great misfortune, often evoking pity. But yeah, usually you just call it's just like a generic insult. The way I have heard it used. But yeah, you might be right. This might be more about Xabalanca or a different Pyro Archon, but it's probably... I mean, it's either Mavuika or Xabalanca, but either way, it's supposed to be like an over-exaggeration. Because while the brutish, blundering buffoon is not untrue about Zhongli, it's also a bit of an over-exaggeration. Okay, so we've got the C1 Mavuika, double crowned, with... I might as well level up the normal attack a little bit. Actually, no. Yeah, okay, it's fine. It kind of looks weird when it's like 3-10-10. But it is useless, because when you are on the bike, the normal attacks scale with the skill level. And yeah, got the Sig. Yeah, EM Sands. If you are melting a lot, that is good. You've also got some good attack substats. You have the C1 40% attack, the weapon more attack. So even if you're not getting that many melts, EM can still be better because of the overabundance of attack. And then 99.6 crit rate, 222 crit damage, nothing wasted on ER. Pyro damage Gobbly. Yeah, that's a pretty good Mavuika. I can definitely see why she's top 1%. The Flower and Feather are both... like, Flower is 4-liner with 4 good subs. Feather... 1, 2, 3, 4. The Feather is a 3-liner, but it is 4 good subs. Suns have the HP here. I guess this is like the best you can get anyways. Because you already have EM, yeah. So it has all the 3 good subs. 3-liner but high rolls on the crit damage. Goblet. Oh, it is a 4-liner with all perfect subs. And the flat attack roll is a bit unfortunate, but not even that terrible. At least it's not like defense or something. And the hat. 3-liner, but then rolled perfectly. And has the three perfect subs. Is your Mavuika top 1? You can check it on... you can go to Akasha. And that is character ratings. It's not like the end all be all. Just because you are higher on an Akasha leaderboard doesn't mean your character is actually better. For one, it doesn't take stuff like constellations, talent levels, or weapons into account. It only checks artifacts. And also, for some specific situations, different stats can be better than what Akasha would recommend for you. 390 days ago was your last update. Let's see now. Your Mavuika is top 12%, quite a bit worse. And you are doing the best in an overload leaderboard. Yeah, for melt leaderboards you would want more EM. If you are playing melt, you are top 27%. So every 4th Mavuika on Akasha is better than yours for melt. But yeah, once again, like, depending on what combos you do, this is... Oh, actually this is the premium melt combo. Does it actually mean that you do the, like, dash cancels? No, you don't. Yeah, so like, if you actually do the proper Mavuika combos, with the like dash cancels, you get more damage that's not melted. So, less EM can be a bit better in practice than on the leaderboard. If you are only doing the regular charge attacks and the finisher, then yeah, EM is pretty premium. So yeah, one of your biggest issues is that you don't really have much EM. Would be nice to have some more. Crit looks pretty lovely though. But yeah, if you could turn some of these like HP subs into EM subs, that's what it would take to be higher on the leaderboard. Also, like, attack percent is a good substat. You only have 1 in your entire build, right? So we just want to get more attack percent and more EM. And of course crit is always welcome, but you already have a lot of crit. Your crit is good. Your crit is not much better, if at all, than fat. But you don't have the other substats, the attack and the EM, and that's what brings you down. And you don't have EM Suns, which I guess probably also boosts you a bit, especially in the Melt leaderboard. What do you mean you just hit? It doesn't, it counts like the substats. It just counts your stats. It doesn't matter how much damage you deal, because like that depends per enemy as well. Mowika Day, I guess. And you play Melt? Oh, so having no EM in a Melt team is pretty suboptimal. You do have C2, which is kinda like the, you know, you can ignore anything your enemies do and just kill them anyways. And like I said, when you are doing the proper combos, the dash cancels, EM doesn't matter all that much. You do have C2 Citlali, okay, that is a lot of EM. So it could actually be fine here. You would still be happy to see EM substats though, right? If those flat stats could be EM on all of these pieces and the HP, you would be more happy to see that for sure. But yeah, attack is high. C1 gives attack. Weapon gives attack. And what was I saying? You get EM from Citlali, so then you just want as much crit as possible. And 25 crit subs, that's pretty solid. 95 to 220 to 249 crit damage. Would be nice to get an additional sub on like the feather or something, so that you can actually be like 99.9 or like even 100, so that you don't get the 5% crit misses. ER is always a waste, unfortunately. Yeah, the hat is kinda cope. Only one good stat. No attack, no EM. At least it high rolled a lot. And I got the codex. Also, for Addicted Gamer, one more thing is you had like 5-piece codex, right? You can improve your Mavwika by getting an off-piece from your account somewhere. Yeah, because that's 5 codex. So you could get like... Actually, which piece is the worst here? The feather has like a bunch of flow rolls, no attack, no EM. The flower's like fine. The suns are pretty good. Yeah, the suns are pretty lovely actually. Gold is also good. Yeah, like the feather or the hat could probably be improved. Try to get some attack percent substats on them or EM. Ooh, Rosaria. Rosaria is pretty rough. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, I just wanted to get the... But like, you see how exploration goes, you know? Oh yeah, Rosaria gives you extra crit rate so you can overcap, that is true. If you do play Rosaria consistently with her, you should cut some crit rate to... not overcap like crazy. So you know, I went exploring, I got like 3 chests, did like 5 reviews, and time's up. But it's fine, I don't need to do much more than get 3 chests. Because it will be a while until... we get the next exploration map thingy. I'd like one more. Here we go. Furniture! You were using Janssen Electro kept ruining Cryo. Janssen applies Cryo like only when she's on field though. So it shouldn't be an issue. You should just go to Janssen before Rosaria and there should be no issue at all. Oh, this is where you have the artifact stash for this area. I know Janssen applies Electro, but Janssen's Electro should not interfere much, because she doesn't apply Electro off field.
昔々、家出したとある若者がモラを使い果たしてしまい、寒い冬に
But like the auras would not be the issue with
薄着で古い場
Janssen.
から歩いていたわ。その時、若者は足を踏み外し、奇妙な空間へと落ちてしまう。状況をつかめずにいると、遠いところからこんな声が聞こえてきた。
It's Rosaria who is scuffed and not Janssen. Because Janssen can be part of Mavuika's best teams, depending on how much res the enemy you are facing has. Janssen can be straight up better than Shironen.
ここは永遠不滅の大魔女ニコラ・ココの秘密
ニコラココ？
落ちぶれた若者よ、あなたの願いを言いなさい。この偉大なる魔女があなたを導き、その願いを叶えてあげるわ。
あれ、なんか変な声が聞こえた気がするぞ。ニコラ・ココって誰だ？知り合いにそんなやついたかな？
How dense can you be, Paimon?
若者は気品漂う美しい魔女に驚き、長い沈黙の後、真剣に語りかけた。ああ、悠久の魔女、美しき魔女、聡明なる魔女よ。あなたに会うと思わず心が揺れ動く。あなたの願いを私の願いとしよう。魔女はかすかな笑みを浮かべた。ならば、私のためにできる限りのことをしなさい。導きはすぐそこまで来ている。報酬は未来で待ち受けているわ。
導きってこの光ってる玉のことか？
Why kept playing Pyro? So yeah, if anything, Janssen would help you, because Janssen could help you get rid of the Pyro aura.
秘密の小屋。若者は困惑した。それは一体どこに？若者の問いかけに魔女は珍しく動揺の混じった声で答えた。設定として少しシャイすぎるかしら。まあいいわ。とりあえずこれでいきましょう。きっと Q 先生が手直ししてくれるわ。無礼な質問はやめなさい。魔女の小屋は今建設中よ。その豪華な姿を見ればきっと呆然とするでしょうね。これはあなたへの試練。大魔女の領地建設に全力を尽くしなさい。若者は歩き続けた。すると魔女の領地にはよくできた彫刻がたくさんあることに気づいた。これは何？と若者が尋ねる。魔女の敵よ。魔女の力を欲したせいで石に変えられてしまったの。この設定は悪くないわね。ま、私が今思いついたものだけど、魔女は強くて危険な存在であるべき。危険ゆえに謎めいている。世の中、多少は神秘的な要素がないと全てが暗淡としてつまらなくなってしまうわ。でもすぐ人を石に変えてしまうなんてひどすぎたかも。こんな変なやつ周りに誰もいなくなっちゃうわね。やっぱりさっきのセリフは警告ってことにしましょう。その言葉を聞いて若者は冷や汗をかいた。すると魔女の笑い声が再び聞こえてきた。騙されたわね。彫刻にして時間の流れを止めているだけよ。あなたには彫刻を完成させてほしいの。魔女の小屋にはもっと可愛い子たちが必要だから。
Gotta love the Yap Queen.
さあ、魔女の悩みを知った若者よ。 ニコラ・ココは今まさに神聖なる領地を建設しているわ。あなたの助けが必要よ。魔女は笑いながら若者にお茶を入れた。さて、どうする？
Great Mage Nicola Coco, I will do as you command.
ちょっと待った。独り言を言ってる正体不明のやつだぞ。慎重になった方がいいんじゃないか。あれ、でもこのティーコップ見覚えがあるような。
Figured it out yet, Paimon?
ニコラ・ココ。あ、もしかして魔女 N ニコのことなのか？
正解。さっきの
Why
物
does
語
it take so
は
long for
どうだ
Paimon
った
to
かし
figure
ら？
this out?
どうだったも何も。まだ話の途中だろ。若者と魔女は結局どうなったんだ？
まだ考えていないわ。魔女の小屋を修理してから考える。その時になればまたインスピレーションが湧くかもしれないからね。私の声が聞こえたということは、あなたたちは灘くらいにいるのよね。私の代わりにちょっといろいろ集めてくれるかしら。
What things exactly? Is it something to do with statues?
家を作るのと同時に新しい彫像も作るつもりなの。でもまだインスピレーションが湧かないから、素敵な写真を撮ってきてもらおうと思って。
しょうがないな。オイラたちに任せろ。何かいいものがないか見てくるから待っててくれ。彫像が完成したらさっきの話を最後まで聞かせてくれよな。
魔女の物語も形になってきたし、ここは Q 先生に任せましょう。大魔女にとって一番大事なのは美貌と気迫。大げさな笑い声にすることでもっとキャラを引き立たせられるはず。ああ私に感服したのかしら。私は永遠の大魔女。これだとうるさすぎるかしら。ま、文字を読むだけなら音は聞こえないしいいわよね。改装の計画はもう
Oh, she's still
できて
yapping.
るけど、どこから始めたらいいかしら。何もないところから建物が湧いてくるわけないし、何か方法は。錬金術ならできそうね。資材はレンガ、土、木材しかないし。それがいいわ。自分で作る手間も省けるし。魔女の小屋は普通の住宅とは違うはず。どう違うかはまだ思いついていないけど、でも一つ確かなのは、古くからある神秘的で浮世離れした場所であること。これから100年1000年と経っても変わることのない場所にしないと。素晴らしいわ。みんなの魔女に対する期待に応えられている。でも私がここの時間を止めたのではなく、時間が私を止めたのよ。何をぼーっとしているの？早く魔女の依頼をこなしてきてちょうだい。いい？どんよりとした雰囲気の写真はダメよ。生命力にあふれた写真でないと、モデルの生き生きとした姿を彫刻に反映できないの。見た目だけで彫刻できるなんて思ってはいけないわ。一番大事なのは、そのモデルからあふれる一瞬の輝かしい生命力を形にすること。わかったかしら？
He's like, what are you why are you still standing here? You've been yapping for like 5 minutes. Okay, we'll do a quick Genshin though. And after that, call it a day. Yesterday I haven't done Genshin though, because my Starlight stream was already too long. It was Aloy. A bit of a shame. Aloy is always a fun one to guess. up from Mavuika. And not from Atlan. But I don't think... Still up. I don't think Not Cry is in yet. So maybe it's Skerk. Dahlia. Okay. Yeah, I don't think characters from Not Cry are in Genshin, so that's why I kept guessing just like late 5.x. Furina was not released after Mavuika, no. Sugar and chocolate. I work at the forge and sweets give me the energy I need to swing my hammer. Shilonen? Easy? I don't know, like catching. No. This might be like some crit passive, maybe it's Rosario. This is an L, I can just... This is an L. Ningo. Maybe the name will be good. Undivided Heart. Kaya? Is this a cryo character? Chonkyun? It was Ganyu. Yeah, I mean... we don't win those. We don't win those. I mean, Ganyu would be my like next guess maybe after Chongyun. Rock. Noel. Easy clap. At least I got 2 one-shots to make up for the lost streak. It was not Shuei yesterday, and it's not Shuei today either. Way above 1.6. It could be like... Saber. No, it cannot be Saber because it's distraction. Evernight. Easy. 1,000 wonders to raise your spirits. Guinaifen? No. But it's gotta be somebody from Luofu. Tingyun. Nice. I think this is Yukong. No. Oh no, this is... shoot. I know who this is, but who is this? This. Shoot, man. This has already been here a bunch of times. It's not Luocha. Man, no, is it like Zella? Edge of the Void? Is it Acheron? No. Oh, it's Veld! Yeah, it's Veld's skill, man. I'm so bad. Nerd emoji. Anaxa? Ratio. Ratio was gonna be my second guess. Not Ratio, it's Ruan Mei, okay. Ruan Mei was not gonna be my second guess. Oh, I said it was Fufu. This is like Alice. Castories. I was actually thinking recently to limit my character reviews mostly just to Genshin, because honestly I'm not as knowledgeable about all characters in Star Alliance Zenless anymore, since I stopped pulling all of them. What is this? Why is it frosty in the first place? I guess it looks kinda nice when it's frosty. But yeah. Wait, why is this 6 and this 5? Did you not fully level the claw splits the veil? You just level everything up. And yeah, got her light cone. HP. Yeah, that's good. A couple HP subs are a couple speed subs are actually nice on Castories. As long as you stay below 95, being a tiny bit faster can help. So yeah, I actually like those 2 subs. Sometimes you will have 0, they're under 90 speed, kinda suck sometimes. 44 crit rate, the set gives you 32. So it's 76. And that's it, right? She doesn't get more crit rate. Oh yeah, she can get more crit from her supports. If you play RMC, you get plus 10. If you play Sunday, you get plus 20. But if you have like the premium team, you're not gonna be getting any more crit rate than that. So having a bit more could be nice. Crit damage, yeah, you get like a billion off. So that's fine. And yeah, the rest looks okay. Combinations, I've been reviewing them for the past week. Okay, talent levels 7 and 6. Yeah, those are some pretty low talent levels. You should work on that a bit. Got the sick though. And yeah, a few HP subs. Would be nice to have a few more of them. Like if the feather could have some HP, the hat would be lovely. But yeah, you do get some more from the hat. It's okay. Overcapped crit rate by 1% with her passive active. You've got 101. Terrible, unforgivable. 98 crit damage, and you get 60 more from the Sig. So that's like, yeah, 258 crit damage, that's plenty. 77 ER should be good enough. In Flincy Nefa teams, that should be good. In Nefer teams, if you are playing single Hydro, it's a bit worse energy-wise than Flincy teams, so maybe you could use 10-20% more. If you're playing double Hydro though, then you could even probably be fine even with a bit less. What about Z-Buy teams? Also depends on whether you have double Hydro or not. With single Hydro, maybe you could want like 90 to 200. With double Hydro, more like 60, maybe even 50. Yeah, but he does have Llama. Everybody has Llama except you, baby Sinbad. We are the only people in the entire universe who hasn't pulled Llama. We got the bed. Nice. Okay, thank you very much for watching. But this will be the end of the stream for today. I do, however, stream every single day at 8 PM CET, which is 3 hours before now. Now, tomorrow, there might be technical issues. Because I will be reinstalling my system, my operating system on my PC. So something could go wrong, and I could brick my PC. I could maybe not get my OBS set up properly in time, or something. Something could go wrong, and I will let you know if it does, so join the Discord server to make sure you know what's happening. But hopefully I will be live at the same time as usual. And yeah, I will also post my stream schedule for the next week tomorrow. I've downloaded everything again? Yeah, most things. I could like copy them somewhere else to like try to avoid as much downloading as possible, but it's not really an issue. I have a fast connection, fast unlimited connection, so re-downloading all like the games is fine. Especially because it's like the 3 Hoyo games, and like I'm playing Hades 2, which is very light. Terraria I will be playing soon. That game weighs nothing, and that's kind of like it from stuff I have to download now, and some like apps. Should not really be much of an issue. So yeah, see you all tomorrow for some Zenless, by the way. Tomorrow, if we stream, it will be Zenless. Bye bye.